My name is M. Narasimharao, lecturer in physics. Today, I am explaining some Kcet problems regarding physics from ray optics chapter. A ray of light is incident normally on one face of right-angled isosceles prism. It then grazes the hypotenuse. The refractive index of material of the prism is angled isosceles prism. Here the angle 90 degrees. Here the angle 90 degrees. This angle 45 degree. This angle 45 degree. Right angled isosceles prism. On this, they are saying a ray of light is incident normally on one face of the prism of right-angled isosceles prism. It then grazes the hypotenuse. A light ray is incident on one face of the prism normally. Now this is the incident light ray. When the light ray is incident normally on one surface of the prism, the light ray travels without any deviation, without any refraction, without any deviation. The light ray travels in straight line path. When the light ray is incident normally on one surface of the prism, the light ray travels in straight line path without any deviation. The light ray enters into the prism. Afterwards, this light ray grazes the hypotenuse of the prism. Grazes means what? This light ray, refracted light ray touching both air medium and this glass medium, the refracted light ray grazing the hypotenuse. It is the hypotenuse. Grazing the hypotenuse means this refracted light ray is touching the glass, refracted light ray is touching the air medium. Now, to this hypotenuse, it is the normal. This is the normal. Normal means perpendicular. You know very well, this angle 45, here it is a normally incident, this angle 90 degree. This is a 90 degree, the 45. This angle is a 45 degree. This is a normal. Normal means perpendicular. This angle 45 degrees means this angle is 45 degrees. Now please listen. Now, this I am calling as A. This I am calling as B. This I am calling as C. For the surface AC, this is the incident light ray. For the surface AC of the prism, this is the incident light ray. Here, this is the refracted light ray. Now, this is the normal. This is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. We are calling as angle of incidence. This is the angle of incidence. Here, angle of refraction in the air medium is 90 degrees. Angle of refraction in the air medium is 90 degrees. Please listen. Here, light ray is traveling from glass medium to air medium. Light ray is traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. At a particular angle of incidence in this denser medium, angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degrees. This corresponding angle of incidence we are calling as critical angle. Critical angle. critical angle theta C is equal to 45 degrees. We are having one formula. There is a relation between the refractive index and the critical angle. Refractive index of material of the prism is refractive index of material of prism or material of the medium, mu is equal to 1 by sine theta c, where theta c is the critical angle. That is equal to 1 by sine of theta c, critical angle. This is the critical angle. Critical angle is a 45 degree. Critical angle 45 degree. 1 by sine 45 means 1 by root 2. Sine 45 means 1 by root 2. 1 I am writing 1 by root 2 comes to numerator, root 2 by 1. Refractive index of the material of this prism is root 2, nothing but 1.414. Now 1.414, our option is B. Prism P1 with angle 4 degrees and made from a glass of refractive index 1.54 is combined with another thin prism P2 made from glass of refractive index 1.72 to produce a dispersion without deviation. The angle of the prism is to produce dispersion without deviation. We have to join the two prisms in opposite manner. Angle of the first prism is given as 4 degree. Angle of the second prism A2 we have to find. Refractive index of material of the first prism is given as 1.54. Regarding the prism P1, angle of the prism P1 is 4 degree. Refractive index of material of the first prism 1.54, mu1 is equal to 1.54. Regarding the second prism, we have to find the angle of the prism. We don't know. Refractive index of second prism is 1.72. Refractive index of the material of the second prism mu2 is equal to 1.72. Now they are asking, they are producing the dispersion without deviation. Now please listen. If the two thin prisms are combined in opposite manner, that combination will produce the dispersion without deviation. They are saying, now it is producing dispersion without deviation. Now, condition. Dispersion without deviation. It is producing dispersion without deviation. Now, deviation of the first prism plus deviation of the second prism is 0. They said without deviation, deviation is 0. Deviation produced by the first prism plus deviation produced by the second prism is equal to 0. They told without deviation. In the case of the thin prism means whose refracting angle is less than 10 degrees. In the case of thin prism, angle of deviation is D is equal to A into mu minus 1. First prism A1 mu1 plus angle of deviation produced by the second prism is A into mu minus 1, second prism A2 mu2. Without deviation means total deviation 0. A1, angle of the first prism. Angle of the first prism is 4 degree. Angle of the first prism 4 degree. Mu1, refractive index of the material of the first prism, that is 1.54. 1.54 minus 1 plus A2. Second prism. A2 means angle of the second prism. We don't know. We have to find A2. Refractive index of material of the second prism, that is given as 1.72 minus 1, that is equal to 0. The reason is without deviation. Deviation is equal to 0. 4 into 1.54 minus 1, 0.54. A2 into 1.72 minus 1, 0.72, that is equal to 0. Now, please listen. 4 into 0.54. This is plus A2. This term is plus. If it comes to right side, it becomes minus A2 into 0.72. Here, after the decimal point 2 digits, after the decimal point 2 digits, point cancelled. 4 into 54, that is equal to A2 into 72. 18 3 just 54, 18 4 just 72. 4 cancelled. A2 is equal to minus 3 degrees. Angle of the second prism is 3 degrees. Negative symbol indicates the two prisms are joined in opposite manner. Angle of the second prism is 3 degrees only. This is the plane mirror. To this plane mirror, it is the normal. Now, they told very clearly, a ray of light is incident on the plane mirror. This is the incident ray. A ray of light is incident on the plane mirror at an angle of 60 degrees. At an angle of 60 degrees. When the light ray is incident on the plane mirror, immediately reflection of light taking place. This is the reflected ray. This is the reflected light ray. You know very well. Here, angle of incidence is 60 degrees. Angle between the incident light ray and the normal, we are calling as angle of incidence. Angle of incidence is 60 degree. From the loss of reflection, 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 angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is 60 degrees, means angle of reflection also 60 degree. Angle of incidence is given as 60 degree, then angle of reflection also 60 degree. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. They are asking, what is the angle of deviation? Now please listen. This is the direction of the incident light ray. This is the direction of incident light ray. This is the direction of incident light ray. Angle of deviation means angle made by the direction of incident light ray with the reflected light ray, we are calling as angle of deviation. Angle made by the direction of incident light ray with the reflected ray, we are calling as angle of deviation. They are asking what is angle of deviation. Don't by heart any formula. This is the incident light ray. If the mirror was not there, the light ray travels in straight line path. in the direction of incident light ray, nothing but a straight line. Straight line means that this total angle must be 180 degree. Straight line means the total angle must be 180 degree. Angle I plus angle R plus angle delta is equal to 180 degree. Angle I, angle of incidence 60 degree. Angle of reflection 60 degree plus delta is equal to 180 degree. Delta means angle of deviation. 60 plus 60, 120 comes to this side, minus 120. Delta is equal to 180 minus 120. Delta is equal to 60 degree. Angle of deviation is 60 degree. Now, you remember one formula. In the case of a single plane mirror, angle of deviation is equal to pi minus 2i. This is the formula where I represents angle of incidence. Pi radians means 180 degree. Deviation for an incident light ray on an equilateral prism is equal to its refracting angle. Then refractive index of material of the prism is angle between the two refracting surfaces of the prism. Hence, we are calling as a refracting angle. They have given one condition. This refracting angle is represented by A. This refracting angle is represented by angle A. They have given one condition. Angle of minimum deviation is equal to refracting angle. Angle of minimum deviation is equal to refracting angle A. They are asking what is the refractive index of this material of the prism. Now they told it is the equilateral prism. Equilateral prism means this angle is 60 degrees. Equilateral prism means this angle is 60 degrees. Angle A is equal to 60 degrees. In the equilateral triangle, all sides are equal, all angles are equal, each angle is 60 degree. We are having one prism formula. Mu is equal to sine of A plus dm by 2 whole divided by sine A by 2. Mu is equal to sine of A plus dm. Angle of minimum deviation is equal to A. They have given angle of minimum deviation is equal to refracting angle. Refracting angle means A. In the place of dm, I am writing A. dm means A by 2 by sine A by 2. Mu is equal to sine of A plus A, 2A by 2, A plus A, 2A by 2 divided by sine A by 2. 2 gets cancelled. Sine of A, equilateral prism, angle, this angle is 60 degree. A means 60 degree by sine. A means 60. 60 divided by 2, 30 degrees. Mu is equal to sine 60 degrees root 3 by 2 divided by sine 30 1 by 2. Denominator to denominator 2 cancelled, root 3. Refractive index of the material of the prism is root 3. Thank you.